Hey, Jim Remley here with eRealEstateCoach.com. We've been talking over the last few weeks about the 3 P's of selling your home. So we've been talking about price, we've been talking about product, and talking about promotion. It's like a 3-legged table. One of these things is out of alignment. Your ability to sell the home falls apart. So I want to focus today on the promotion side, the 3rd P here. And so what promotion means is, of course, it's our marketing. How are we marketing the property? What's the #1 way we market property in real estate today? It's through visuals. It's through great photography. We might call that HD photography, 4K if you want to use a buzzword out there. But something that's going to make the house come alive and cause a client to say, yes, I want to be someone who goes inside that house. So some things that you might think about that are often not thought about when it comes to the visuals is these 5 points. #1 is storyboarding. So let me tell you what most agents do. Most agents either A, take their own photos. How many of us have seen terrible real estate photos? Horrible. Or you hire a professional. But when you hire a professional, that's not enough. Because what happens is 99% of the time, you just send them out there to do their job and they take whatever photos they're going to take. And you come back with the product that they've delivered to you, which may or not reflect the home well to the marketplace. So storyboarding is you thinking through what you want to show off in the home and then being present during the photo shoot. If you're going to be present at something during the entire real estate process, we're often present at appraisals, we're present at inspections. We should also be present during the photos because the photos are such a key part of selling this piece of real estate. So storyboarding just is you laying out what photos you want taken. Start from the outside, of course, walk through the house. On the outside is the curb appeal, the visual, the elevation, the outside, the landscaping. Then walking inside the house, walking through the home as if you're a buyer. Here's another classic mistake, is I'm doing 10 photos of the kitchen or 10 photos of the entry. We want to move the buyer through the house pretty rapidly. If you want to have extra photos at the end to show off some element, do that at the end, but get them through the house, walk them through, maybe 2 or 3 photos of the kitchen to get some different angles, but not 10, right? And then of course we're going to end on the outside, maybe the back patio, the back deck, the backyard if there is one, and show off what the house looks like from the outside. Focus on a couple of key features though as you're going through this process, and the key features are what you might call differentiators. What makes your house unique in the marketplace compared to every other home out there? Remember, the buyer's looking for something that's going to stop them dead in their tracks. It's going to grab them and say, boy, I need to see this house actually in person, not just online. And so the features are really important, those focus features. 4th is selling a lifestyle. People don't buy homes, they buy lifestyle. They buy the vision of living in the house. So remember to really try to do your best to sell the lifestyle someone would enjoy if they bought the house there. That's why staging works, and we know statistically staged homes on average receive 15% more money than unstaged homes, and that's a huge bump in price, and the reason is because you're not selling a stark house, you're selling a lifestyle. Last is the angles and lighting. Angles and lighting make a huge difference. So again, that's storyboarding, showing the photographer exactly what angles you're getting on these features, on these differentiation points in the home. Now, something that you're seeing a lot of course, in real estate today is drone technology, drone shots. But it's not enough just to have a high shot. We just don't, nobody cares about looking down at a roof. They want to see what else is out there that they might not have been able to see by being inside the home and walking into the homes with just photos or a virtual tour or a video tour. They want to see the big picture. So remember, if you're dealing with a buyer that's out of the area, they may want to see the neighborhood. They may want to see parks and walkways. They may want to see bike paths and shopping, things that are around the neighborhood that they may not see any other way than with a drone shot. So really this is you educating your drone operator about what you want in the shot. You're the director. You're laying out what you want to be in your visuals, and that's your job as a realtor. Here's a couple other things to think about when it comes to visuals, is dusk shots. Everything looks better in low lighting. Everything, including us. Sometimes we go to a party, lights are down low, we all look better. Why? Because it makes everything have a little bit more of a feeling or an emotional attachment. So that's the question. All homes look better at dusk. Why? Because buying a home is purely emotional. You get a little bit of an emotion when you see something at dusk. It's just a natural human nature. And when people buy homes and they cross the threshold and they walk into that house, the logic goes away. They don't no longer care that it's a 3-bedroom, 4-bath, or a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 1,300 square feet or 2,000 square feet. What they care about is the way the home makes them feel. It's purely an emotional decision. So that's the question mark here. Does your marketing tell a story? Is there an emotional response? And so what I would challenge you to do is go back and look at your homes that you're marketing today. Look at all your listings and ask yourself, are the visuals up to par? Do they create an emotional feeling in me that really makes me think that I want to go take a look at this house in person? If they don't, maybe it's time to update your visuals. Now, there's something else that goes along with visuals, of course, that is the words, the text, and that's kind of the music behind the story. It's the difference between a silent film and a film with music or a film with voice, so you can hear somebody talking about the scene. We do the same thing when we talk about real estate and we're putting text with the visuals, and that text is super powerful. So here's 4 things to remember when you're putting your text together, is that headlines are read 10 times more than the body of the ad. When we used to do a lot of print advertising, we as realtors used to be really good at writing headlines. That is becoming a lost art because most of us are doing a lot of online marketing. And in online marketing, you don't see a lot of headlines, but I want you to have a new paradigm, a new thought process, and that is the first sentence in your marketing remarks in MLS or anywhere else is your headline. That's what people are going to read first. And headlines are read 10 times more than the body of the ad itself. So that's got to resonate, it's got to pop, it's got to grab attention, which leads to the AIDA approach to marketing. The AIDA approach is simply this: measure every piece of marketing you're doing, every time you're selling a home by this standard. Does it grab attention? Does it create interest? Does it build desire? And is there a call to action for somebody to come and talk to you about the house? You remember, when you're doing these ads and you're writing these ads, you're trying to sell benefits, not features. What does the fireplace do for me? It's not just the fireplace, it's being able to have a cozy, warm environment at night on a winter night. What is a pool? It's what we're going to be able to do near the pool. We're going to have a kids party. We're going to have social outings. It's selling that story, right? The first 160. What's the 160? That's 160 characters most of us get when clients are receiving these as an email or as a text. We usually get this very small amount of text to convey a message, that 160 character message. Before they clicked, I want to know more. And that's the magic. We got to really focus on that first 160. Really think about, is this telling a story that's going to create some curiosity with the client? Part of rejection-proof ad writing is remembering the more specific details you give, the more likely I am less to call you. Because if I give all the information away, if I say it's a 3-bedroom, 2-bath in Laurelwood with a small backyard, if I'm looking for a 4-bedroom, I've now eliminated that house as a buyer. I want to give people not reasons to reject it, but reasons to call me. So I want to give less detailed information. I want to tell more of a story, less about specific numbers. The more specific I am, the less likely they are to call. Remember, the goal of advertising for us in marketing is to make the phone ring, and then we convert them into a buyer. Remember, this is a teaser. It's the book jacket. It's the trailer. It's not telling every single thing there is to know about the house. Measure every single ad you have out in the marketplace by one key question. Does it create curiosity? Does it make you curious enough to pick up the phone, to send an email, to send a text? If it does not, if it doesn't make you curious as a consumer, then it probably won't make the people out in the world curious either. So there's a few ideas on marketing, a few ideas on promotion. I hope it helps. Good selling. We'll see you next time at eRealEstateCoach.com.